I don't even know how to do that move, but I like that move. That's nice. 2 hours a day, you can be deadly. Shout out to Book Hall for alerting me to this player right here. He has his own YouTube channel as a baller. And I was just browsing his channel and I came across this video of this dude and he's shooting with his buddy here and he's just shooting jump shots like this, does it for 3 minutes. But I'm like, all right, I'm kind of curious to see how many shots he takes, not necessarily how many he makes. I mean, the dude makes a lot. He's probably like 80% or something like that. But I'm more curious about like how many shots does he get in 3 minutes? Because one time I timed it. This was like 2 years ago because I wanted to see how many shots I could get in a minute if I was just rebounding, shooting my own. Came out to be like 7 to 8 per minute. And I was like, all right, I did the math. Like, how many would it take for me to get 500 shots, 1,000? Well, anyhow, I'm gonna save you guys some time. This guy in 3 minutes shoots how many? What's your guess? How many shots do you think he shoots in 3 minutes with his buddy rebounding? 50, about 50 shots, like 48. We'll round up to 50. All right, he shoots 50 shots in 3 minutes. 50 shots in 3 minutes. So that would be 100 shots in 6 minutes, times that by 10 to get us an hour. That's 1,000 shots in an hour. So if he did this for a whole hour, he would shoot 1,000 shots. I don't know if he could. I mean, it's not like he's going that hard or anything, but he's probably going like 50%. So, but even at 50%, doing this for an hour, I think like a lot of people are gonna get tired. I mean, you're jumping up and you're shooting, right? Like, and he's shooting a jump shot. It's not like a one motion. It's not a one motion shot. It's a jump shot. So it takes a lot of energy. So I don't know if he could do it for a whole hour, but you could break this up in a day and definitely get 1,000 shots. And I know Kobe Bryant said something like he shot, I don't know, it was like 500 or 1,000 shots a day, but I can totally believe it. So you shoot 500 shots in 30 minutes. That seems very reasonable with a buddy. So you can find somebody in the gym, bring a buddy to the gym or whatever. You rebound for 10 minutes. He rebounds for 10 minutes. You guys just switch it up and you both get 500 shots in an hour between the both of you. That's pretty incredible. And not only that, the dude in white could like really be practicing his passes. He could be practicing his offhand practices, practicing going around the back. He could be doing his trick passes. He could be doing all sorts of stuff. You could practice this. You could throw it up high, throw it, catch it up high, catch it down low. You're not always going to get a perfect pass in a game, but I mean, look at this. If you want to knock out a ton of shots in 3 minutes, this is how to do it. If I'm playing a 5-on-5 game with this guy, he's getting the ball every time because they know he can shoot. Because why? Because he takes like 500 shots a day. I don't know if that's when he takes a day, but I doubt he stopped after 3 minutes. These guys have probably been practicing for a while. So then you might be wondering, well, then like what happens when you practice that much? This is what happens. Bam. Oh, they didn't show it. Bam. That's what happens. You start. I mean, you'll just like your jumper will be so good. And I tell you what, when you're practicing, this guy's so good. By the way, he's just like a legit baller. He has no views. His channel's not that big, but he's really freaking good. I mean, this dude, his buddy here is playing good D too, and he still hits his jumper. Look at that. Boom. So, I mean, this is what happens. If you practice that many shots, your shot's going to be good like this. It's going to go in. And it's not about, like, when you're practicing and you're shooting that many shots, it's not about whether or not your shot goes in. It's really not. It's about, are you consistent? Are you doing the same shot over and over and over? Because if you do that, if you maintain consistency, your shot will go in. It has no choice. It eventually is going to get better. It's going to go in. You're going to be like this dude. You're going to be like Kobe on the court. Bam. He even lost his handle right before he took that. He still makes it. Why? Because he practices a ton. But I just think it's so amazing. What do you guys think? I mean, don't you think it's kind of amazing that in an hour's time, if you have someone rebounding for you, at about 50% energy, you can shoot 1,000 shots? That's crazy. 1,000 shots. So there you go. You got, an hour a day shooting, another hour practicing your handles. Man, you're going to be deadly. You're going to be deadly. 2 hours a day, you can be deadly if you're really focused. I probably wouldn't shoot 1,000. I'd probably do like 20 minutes like that guy was shooting, and then another 10 minutes at full game speed or something. And then maybe every now and then do a day when you shoot 1,000 shots. But whew, his buddy's not too bad either. I like that move. I don't even know how to do that move, but I like that move. That's nice.
To me, he looks like a chinless geek. But is he indecisive? Is he evil? What are the single words you'd use to describe him?
You need to work on your jump shot.